And we are live. What's good, Josh and man, Dale? Oh man, looks like I'm starting off with a technical glitch. It's like we're starting off with technical glitches. Y'all know how it is, man. We just gonna keep pushing forward. We do it live. We do it live. How y'all doing out there, man? How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. It is the 12th of August, man. School's already back in, starting to settle into this new routine. Still got some stuff to do. Got a lot of stuff we're working on. A lot of things we're working on. I'm putting together some stuff outside of YouTube, but I'm also working on the YouTube thing, and we got some good stuff. I can't wait until I can announce when we have our stuff up and running. Hope you guys are having a good start to your week. I hope you're having a happy Tuesday. I hope Monday was all right. I hope everything is good on your end. I'm just looking at my streaming, and it is what it is, bro. It was just, like I said, we're going to power through it. Kids are coming home. Everyone's doing their homework or whatever they're doing right now, so it is what it is. But today, man, we're gonna talk about, the sexual marketplace, bro. Man, it is so different now. We got to talk about this. Men have definitely changed the game, so to speak. The bottom 80 dudes, not the same as the bottom 80 dudes from, 25, 35 years ago. This technology, bro, I'm telling you, man, this has changed the game. Dudes are no longer playing by the old rules. What do I mean by that? Well, let's get into it. And we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Get some indeed, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me, man. I really do. This is fun. I do a lot of research and I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm looking at different social media content creators and stuff like that, influencers, and I just love their stories, bro. Like I said, I've actually had an opportunity to sit down and talk to the critical drinker, and this was 2-3 years ago. He was in Tampa at the Comic-Con here, and he told me, he was like, bro, you just got to keep going. He's like, he was like, bro, I was just putting out my product. I was putting the stuff out, not really getting big views, not really getting a lot of traction, but I just kept doing it. And then one day it happened. So, and then you hear stories of the fat electrician. I don't know if you guys have heard his origin story. Crazy. Just was going through some stuff, man. He had to was injured from work, I believe it was. And, wasn't making any money. He was hurt. He was trying to recover. And he was out there about to do DoorDash, just trying to bring in some money so he can, take care of his family. And I guess his wife was always sending him TikTok videos. And one day, he was like, I'm funnier than that. I can do better than these guys. And he did a TikTok video about Aldi, the grocery store, and got like 12 million views. So you have stories like the fat electrician where it just kind of jumps off. And then you have stories like the critical drinker. Well, it just takes time. So we're just going to keep pushing forward. We're going to keep putting out our content. We're going to have some fun with it, be as consistent as we can. And we'll just see what happens. I've been doing this for, 2 years now? A little over 2 years. Go back and check. Yeah, actually 3 years. But I've been doing the live, doing this stuff for about 2 years. Before I was just sitting in the car talking. And, I was looking at Shannon Sharp. So I was looking at Club Shay Shay. Shannon Sharp was doing this for 4 years. 4 years. And then, he went from doing what he was doing, kind of like split screen, StreamYard kind of thing like we do here. Then he went in studio, continued to get the guests. And then that Cat Williams video hit. And bro, the rest, as they say, is history, bro. So, I think it was the lead attorney was saying just that one video, that Cat Williams video, that Shannon Sharp made $6 million just on that one video. So, you know, however true that is. And that was basically information that the girl that he was messing with, the one he wound up paying $30 million to, she got to keep 20 million of it. Her, Zuniga, she was saying that. I guess she put it out there like, yeah, he made that much money off of one video. So shout out, wrong button. Shout out to Uncle Shay Shay doing his thing. And he's still doing his thing. So, but let's talk about what we came here to talk about, man. Like, what if men stop working and dating? We're gonna talk about that, guys. We got a couple videos lined up, and I'm here to tell you, bro. Like, when I'm out here, the one thing that I see consistently out here in these trenches is that women are looking to get in relationships, bro. They're still looking to get into relationships. Yeah, hypergamy has them looking for the top tier guys. Yeah, they're still trying to get experiences, and they have no problem talking to the bottom 80 dudes so they can get their foodie dates and all that. But men have begun to change their techniques. Now, you're always going to have the simpletons out there, bro. Always. You're always going to have the simpletons who are going to meet some girl that, you know, that is cute, that's beautiful, and she gives him just a little bit of attention, and he pulls out his wallet and just starts paying for stuff, just starts swiping, thinking he's getting somewhere. You're always going to have that. You're going to have the good guy who shows up with 20 dozen roses or whatever they're doing, takes her out to places that he's never heard of and she's never been, dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars on dinner and, thousands of dollars on trips. And he's not getting anything out of it, to be honest with you. Like, he's really trying to be with this woman and she's just enjoying the experiences that this guy is providing. You got that. You got the good guys out there who turn bad because they're looking for results. There's so many guys out there. Who, like, bro, they're looking for results. They want to be the good guy. They're really trying to get into a serious relationship with these women, and they just choose the wrong one. This is why we always talk about vetting over here. This is why we always talking about, hey, make sure you know these women, man. Don't take someone out, some woman you don't know, on the first date, take her out and spend $800. Don't do that. Don't do that. You have to get to know that person first. If you meeting a woman and you say, hey, I'll take you out, let's go get some coffee or some ice cream or something like that, let's go get a smoothie, and she says no, that lets you know, bro, she's not interested. We got Brother Jack Black in the building. All right, what's happening, fam? Please like and share the video and all that good stuff. I appreciate that, man. I see you, bro. I see you. You know what I'm saying? It was good talking to you today. And remember, man, I'm always here for you, bro. Hit me up. Don't hesitate. Anytime, day or night, don't hesitate, bro. We know what we doing. we on track. We're doing good. So yeah, I have guys who come up to me and they'll talk, and say, hey, man, like, what's going on with these women? And what I'm seeing are just women are out there. And the thing is, women do not want to be alone, bro. They talk all the talk, man. They talking big, but they really don't want to be alone. They want to be in a relationship. But again, the hypergamous programming coupled with technology and seeing everyone's highlight reel on social media, women really believe that folks are out here living this life and they're trying to get a piece of that. And it's really hurting them. And the guys, men are problem solvers. Men will look at the situations like, you know what, this isn't working for me. And then they're going to come up with a solution. That solution might be going their own way, like the MGTOW dudes. That solution might be, I'm going to work on pickup artistry and just try to smash a bunch of chicks. That solution might be, hey, I'm just going to sit down on a bench for a little bit, pull myself out the game for a hot second and reevaluate what's going on. Right? That solution might be, hey, let me talk to someone like a Dose of Game and get on, get on point with my game and have better success with these women. Because at the end of the day, there are guys out there who they want to be with women. Like, they're cool with the long-term relationship, but they want, in return, it's really trying to get sexual intimacy, right? That's what it all boils down to. They're trying to smash. And that might not be their primary goal, but that's something that they want. And They go out here and they're doing everything a woman says to do, and he ain't getting none of that physical intimacy, bro. He ain't getting none of that. And then he talks to his homeboy who's just a dog. He's the exact opposite of what these women are talking about, and that dude is smashing left and right. Right, like that's the guy who's out there, and he'll meet a girl, and within a few hours later, she's back at the house, and they're just pumping. You know what I mean? Making it happen. So guys adjust. They're like, well, I need to be more like that. Right? And guys are in the red pill spaces, bro. They might not be hardcore red pill, but they're taking in the information. They're looking at what's going on. They're watching whatever podcast. They're watching Fresh and Fit. They're watching Access Vegas, right? They're watching Psych Hacks. They're watching all this stuff, bro. They're taking it all in. They're like, okay. And they're watching these videos we're about to watch, right? They're watching this stuff. And they're like, you know what? It's time to really step it up and get some success or walk away from it. Meanwhile, women are just kind of stuck there. They're stuck. They've created this situation. They've, in a sense, created Frankenstein, and now they don't know what to do because guys see through female game like glass. Like dudes who do the work. If you're out here and you actually put in the work, you're doing what you got to do, you're working on yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, you're getting your money up, you're getting your physicality up, right? You're staying healthy, you're doing your thing. Bro, women are powerless to stop you because you have become the type of man that they want, and mostly all women want the same type dude. I'm talking about single women. Most single women, they all want the same type dude. All the information is out there. All the data points are there. You can see it on the dating apps and all that, which dudes have checked out on. Now women don't like it. You get the dating. What are those things they do when you go out and the in real life things when you go out and you like the speed dating and all this, like the meet singles nights. No dudes are showing up to that. No dudes. And the women are sitting there like, well, we don't understand. And it's like, I talk to girls. I say, look, like y'all did this. And, maybe this has always been the game, but now the technology has changed. Dudes can just pick up their phone and see it in 1080p. They can see it in 4K. Like, wow, this is what they're doing. And then they sit down and they rerun their situations. They're like, yeah, man, this is how women really are running this. This is how they're doing it. So we're at the crossroads where dudes are getting their game up. And, there's a lot of bottom 80 dudes that are getting themselves up into the top 20. And, we just use that as a metaphor. There are a lot of guys who were invisible who are now being seen by women because they're putting in the work. And how do we know this? Because women are complaining. Women are complaining. So we're going to check out this video right here. Oops, I hit the wrong one. We're going to check out this video right here. And see what's really going on. This is Honest Adonis reaction. Definitely check out the website. I linked this in the description below. So go over there, give them a like, give them a subscribe. And it's definitely worth the trip, to see what they're putting out because it's real stuff, man. This is real stuff. And I love seeing this. Like these women are in their cars having these conversations and going through these fits, like tantrums sometimes. And they truly don't understand why. They just don't get it. And it's like, we're going to get into it. So let's check this out, guys.
Some days you come to work, you be excited to be there. Other than those days for me.
The joke is over. It was all shits and giggles. Girls had to end.
Stop hoeing around. You're not good at it. Well, you are good at it. I mean, if that's not the look of a woman, that's remembering that.
Sitting here, looks like I'm having trouble with my StreamYard. There it is. There it is, guys. So I'm just going to back this up. We're going to start this from the beginning. Sorry about that.
Some days you come to work, you be excited to be there. Other days you come to work, you be like,
Nigga, if you get the fuck out my face.
this is one of
Oh my gosh,
Cause stop hoeing around. You're not good at it. Well, you are good at it. I mean, if that's not the look of a woman that's remembering that orgy with the International Midgets Club.
She belongs to the streets.
Why do it look like you remembering it with such reverence?
The T app was meant for women to expose like violent men, men that hit women, men that cheat, men that spread STDs.
I guess I was just thinking of a guy I kind of like.
You know, stuff like that. But somehow it turned into like defamation of character. Like, it just seems like it's a bunch of messy hoes that are on there mad because a guy probably hit and got up out of there, and they're mad and their pride is so hurt that they have to wait on the app and be like, oh, and his teeth are yellow.
And that's not even a probably. That's exactly what happened. You know, when you look at like when these women are doing these videos when they're sitting in their cars and they're, you know, sharing, you know, I can't help but just like I check them out. Like I see this woman here, right? You know, fair complexion, like, you know, light skinned, you know, black woman. And you look at the hair and you look at the nails and you look at the makeup, right? She's showing skin. I guarantee you she's got some tattoos somewhere. She's like flip her arms over or something like that. I'm sure she got some tattoos probably on her legs. And it's like, all right. And she's out here. She's like, I'm a bad B. I'm this and that. And she's talking to these dudes. In her mind, she's like, I'm getting all these top tier guys. But all she's getting is smashed. She's getting smashed. Right? That's it. That's all she's getting, bro. And it's like, you know, big up to her, man. Big up to them women who flex the best. Big up to them women who be giving up to Foxy Brown.
Tell what Frisco and say.
You know what I have to tell them, say? Big up my girl on the side, cause of them flex the best.
Yeah, give a big up to them girls. And she's one of them. Right? And what she doesn't realize, like she's wasting her best years, right, within the sexual marketplace. And she's going to age out. And then she's going to really be salty. Like, how come I couldn't lock down the guy that I wanted? Like, you were too busy having fun. You're too busy chasing after the top tier dude. You had some good guys, some guys that are really into you, right? You weren't focused on getting yourself a ring. Like, you weren't focused on the long-term relationship. But right now, she's cool. She's top of her game. She's cute. She's thick. You can see her. You can tell she's thick, even though we only get to see like her arms or whatever. You can tell she's bodied up. But right, she's gonna squander all that beauty by waiting too long. You know, I hope this sister finds herself someone quick. You know what I mean? But women aren't looking for that. They're looking to monkey branch to the next dude and get, you know what I mean, pumped and dumped and passed around to these top tier guys. Anyway, let's continue.
Then when you look at the type of people that are on the T app, it's like you really didn't even love yourself anyway.
None of us do.
Because why were so many of you women dealing with this type of man that looks like this? High value men are not doing this dumbass shit. They're not playing games, doing childish shit that these girls be talking about. They're not dealing with childish females. Like, this is what happens when you lower your standards. You have high standards, you have a better quality in life. You don't have to wait in line on the T app. You don't. Next time, deal with a man with money, okay? Because when he has money, you care about that shit.
Lady, these are the only guys give you the tea on this guy that you and I can only get. You can't get dudes with money. You'd have got a way better wig if you could get a dude with money. Come on now, dog. Come on now, Penelope Mang. That's not your hair. That's a wig or a sew-in or a lace front. We're hip to that game. What, you light-skinned, so people gonna think I'm exotic. This, my hair, I got Indian in my family. You bald-headed bitch.
You got a whole app talking about dudes to a bunch of women who ain't got no dudes. Because us married women, we don't be hanging out on these weird little apps. Okay, we got, oh my God. We got to go do real woman stuff. I don't have time to be playing these strange social media video games that y'all women are playing on these apps. You got time to make a scrolling through everybody's feed to hear what they're talking about?
What is
You're
the
a
woman?
loser.
What's this woman stuff you gotta go do?
I gotta
I mean, but that's a great point. You know, that whole T app thing, when, you know, that thing blew up, and basically the women on the T app were talking mad crazy about the dudes, the top tier guys, you know, the Chads, the Tyrones, who were just running through women, just running through them. Why? Because they want the women who flex the best. And the women get together on an app. And again, the app was designed so you can point out guys who were dangerous, guys who were, you know, maybe Tinder swindling people and taking their money, guys who are hurting women, and, you know, just kind of say, hey, look out for this dude. You know, he can be kind of violent or whatever. Nah, it turned into, look out for this guy because he smashed me and then he didn't call me the next morning. Or look out for this dude because he smashed me and my homegirl in a three-way, and, you know, he didn't take me out anymore, but he took my homegirl out. You know, look out for this guy because he wouldn't even give me the time of day. He thinks he's all that. And he's talking to all these other women. That's what it turned into. And you got women who are sitting around just into this thing, building profiles, like they said, and spending hours and hours on here. Just like, yeah, we're going to show these guys. And at the end of the day, all they're doing is adding more value to these dudes, because all the other women were like, well, he must be something special if all these women were, you know, sleeping with him. So, you know, and I got the best Foxy Brown ever, so I'm gonna go sleep with him, and then he'll be with me, and we'll live happily ever after. He'll run through her too. And then she'll be on the app like, yeah, y'all right. You know, he ain't no good. He smashed me too and didn't even take me out. I had to pay for him to go out. I had to pay for his Uber. I had to pay for the meal. He wouldn't even go 50-50. And you still let him smash, shorty? Like, all right, I ain't mad at dude. You know, shout out to him. That's a Don DeMarco. He's sitting there making it happen. Which all goes back to what I was telling you guys, man. You got to be gamed up. You have to be that dude. It sucks. But you will get the results that you're hoping to get. You know, you go out there and mess around for a little bit, see how it really works. And then when you're really ready, you're going to be better positioned to find the woman that you're looking for, because you're not going to be awed by her because she's pretty, because she has a nice figure. You know what I mean? You know, you're going to be able to see through the BS because you gamed up and you went out there and got some experience. You see how women move. It's like, all right, so when you come across that woman, when you come across that unicorn, you'll know it's the unicorn. It's like, all right, let's start the vetting process with her. And again, you might think she's the unicorn, start vetting her out, and within 8 months, finds out that, oh, she a 304 in recovery. Like, oh, she has a past. It doesn't take long. What did Fresh call it? The whole facts? It doesn't take long. You get to talking to your homeboys. Like, men don't need a T-app. Top tier dudes talk to each other. So you'll see it when you go out. You're like, oh, I've seen her before. I've seen her. Oh, I saw her with him. You know, and you just talk to the dude. Like, what's up, man? You know her? Like, oh, yeah. We used to mess around. Like, all right, she's okay. Even the top tier dudes aren't going to sit there and call her names, but you're going to know. They're going to let you know, like, yeah, I smashed her. And that's enough. That's all dudes need to know. Like, okay, you smashed, huh? Cool. So I already know what time it is. I know what type of dude he is. He wasn't sitting around waiting 8 months to a year. Dude smashed probably first night, second night, definitely by the third night. 3-day rule, absolutely. Just the technology. The game has changed.
Take care of my children. I need to prep the next meal that is going to be eaten around here. I gotta fold up laundry. I have to sweep the floors. I have to do myself up because my husband is about to come home from work. I have to contact certain people in my life, like appointments that need to be made, things that need to get done around here. I don't have time, the leisure time, to be sitting on here playing what to us women is a video game, just socializing and sipping all along about a nonsense.
These apps are like video games?
Absolutely. Why do you think they on it all the damn time? Lives. Y'all are losers. Y'all are the same as these dudes that live in their mom's basements on Discord all hours of the day and the night. You guys are not different than those guys.
That's called a femcel.
I would be embarrassed to go on some app that everybody can see to ask a bunch of other lonely women if my choice of loser dudes are or aren't good picks. Like, excuse me? I'm about to ask a bunch of single mothers with no daddies in their life what they think about guys who I'm potentially opening my legs for.
Wait, you think these single women didn't have their fathers in their lives?
I'm talking about they all slept with around 2 of his children.
That's a huge point right there. That's a huge point. And man, they ain't lying. They are not lying. There are a lot of women who, you know, when it gets into this, like you sleeping with a dude, y'all get pregnant. I tell women all the time, I'm like, look, you need to really think about that. We live in a society where you get to choose. Like, women have that choice right now. The way the rules are set up, the guy doesn't have a choice. Once the sperm leaves his body, it is what it is. He's along for the ride, so it's on her. And you have women who are choosing to have certain children and not others. Why? It was different reasons for that. But a lot of it boils down to, I don't want to be stuck with this dude. And there are women who will have children and not even tell the guy, like, you know what, I'm going to have this child. I'm not going to tell him, just going to raise this child. And guess what? Legally, she can do that. Like, she's already got herself together. She doesn't need any money. She's like, you know what, I'm just going to do this. I don't want, you know, I'm cool with the guy's genes. I'm going to get his DNA. I'm going to have this child. And then guess what? I'm going to get another dude that's going to come along and help me raise this child down the road. And some dude's going to be that, you know, the guy who steps up, you know what I mean? Stepfather, the guy who steps up. So they have so many options. But the fact that you're with this dude, y'all together, you know, why not get him to commit to you? Why not sit down and plan out the pregnancy? Like, hey, let's do this. You know, it is what it is, but it's like, why not? And then you have, you know, a lot of times there are women who get into the situation and they really want to keep that guy around. So I can't tell you how many times I've seen a dude, player type, got, you know, one of his chicks in the rotation, been with her for a couple years, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, man, we got a baby on the way. It's like, bro, I thought you was about to get rid of her. Like, yeah, I did. I got rid of her. And then she came back, you know, 3 months later talking about she pregnant. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to get the DNA test as soon as the baby get here, and we're going to go from there. If it's my baby, fine. I'm going to, you know, do the co-parenting thing. So a lot of women think that, well, I'll just have his baby, and then that's going to bring us close together. We're going to be a family. And then realizing, nah, it doesn't work that way. You're going to co-parent. You're going to co-parent, and you're dealing with a guy who understands the game. So he went out right away, got an attorney. He knows what the breakdown is. He knows his income. He knows what he's looking at, right? He realizes, all right, I'm not going to be named a custodial parent, but, you know, I'm in a state like Florida, so I know I'm going to get 50% custody, and the two of us make basically the same amount of money, so I'm not really going to be paying, I'm not going to be maxed out on child support or anything like that. I'm just going to be raising my child, and I'm going to raise my child, you know, my way when I have my child, and you know, the woman is just kind of like stuck in a situation where they're co-parenting, and maybe in their mind they thought they were going to be together forever. And then they get mad and they go on the T app and they say all these negative things about this dude, or they get around their people and they say all these things. And it's like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
You can't even do that, and I'm going to ask you your opinion about what I'm doing in my love life?
Well, now, there's an interesting point.
This message is for my husband. Honey, please come on.
Her husband she hasn't met yet. This is her. Like, I know you out there. Please come on. Shorty, with all that makeup on, with your best outfit on, with your best look, you still a 6. She's still a 6. There's nothing wrong with that. She's a step above average with all that makeup on. But in her mind, she's like, hey, I'm like an 8. I'm a 7, 8, 9. That's what she's thinking. It's like, people, y'all understand that all of us fall on a scale of 0 to 10. All of us fall between 4 and 6. We all fall between 4 and 6. That's 80% of us. And then 10% of us fall between 0 and 3. And then 10% of us fall between 7 and 10. That's my breakdown. That's just keeping it 100. What does that mean? That means that 1 out of 10 people are like fine, right? Like they're rare. The vast majority of us are just average. Like we're either 1 step above or 1 step below or right at the median. But women, they see this. They see this and they're like, I'm just as fine as she is, because women can't tell the truth. When they're looking at each other, they don't want to look at the woman across the table and say, nah, she's less attractive than me. They don't want to do that. No, we're all beautiful in our own way. Nah, that's not how it works. We got Cody as King is in the building. What's good, fam?
It'll be like this.
God dang, I hit the wrong button. Cody is King in the building. What's good, fam? Yeah, man, they killed their potential husband by being loose. He gone now. That's the fact. That's the fact. And it's another thing too. When I talk to women out here, right? And I'm like, look, if you want to go out here and be freaky, you want to be a 3 or 4, that's fine. But you got to keep that in the closet. That's what they did back in the 80s, in the 90s. The girls kept it quiet as kept. They kept it in the closet. So they could go, when they did come across their husband, they can play the role like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pure, nice young woman. But today, because of the attention that's desired by most women, they're on social media, twerking, putting on all his makeup, showing their body off, talking about their experiences. And the guy can sit back and realize like, oh man, she done smashed about 10 dudes. Men, at least 10 dudes. Oh, she went to college? Probably 50 dudes. And if she didn't smash 50, it was potentially 50. You know what I mean? Potentially 50. I'm telling you, man, when I was in the military, man, we messed with the college girls. I've seen college girls get down, bro. But anyway, this is the problem. She's sitting here talking about my husband. Where you at? He married to a good woman. That's where he's at. You missed out on him, shorty. He was invisible to you when you first met him. He went and did the work. Now he's a top tier guy. Now he's visible to women. And guess what? He moved on. He moved on. Cody's like, nah, DL, that is a horrible advocacy. Not to mention if the guy isn't native, he will know, or if the guy's naive, he'll not know whether she's playing innocent or not. You know what I mean? Bro, this is why you got to get your game up as a guy. You got to get your game up. When I come across women like this, bro, I know what time it is. I know what time it is, man. You have to, fellas, you have to get your game up. And a lot of guys are. A lot of guys, via this technology, a lot of guys are coming. They're coming along. They're figuring it out. And I'm not saying don't mess with a woman like this. Go ahead and holler at her. You come across her, go ahead and holler at her. Right? Don't spend a lot of money on her. Right? Like I said, coffee date. Let's go get a smoothie. Right? Let's go, let's go hang out. Let's get some ice cream. Right? When it's time to take her out to get a meal, take her out to breakfast. Take her to breakfast. Let's get up early, girl. Let's go get some breakfast. Why? That's the cheapest meal you can buy. Right? And no one's trying. When I say most, I'm gonna say 95% of women don't know where the really nice breakfast restaurants are. There's some out there that cost you a couple dollars, but the average woman don't know about that. All she knows is Bob Evans, Cracker Barrel, Waffle House, Perkins, right? And she'll be cool with that. You could take it to some little discount, little egg place. You can take it to the local Greasy Spoon. She ain't got a problem with that. She'll go in there and order some eggs and bacon, some turkey sausage or whatever. Like it is what it is. Casual Germs in the building. What's good, fam? Like the college girls are messing with the older. Here's the deal. They've always been messing with the older dudes, man. Always. That ain't new game. That's just game. Like young girls, college girls especially, man. Young working chicks. When you get into the workforce, right? Let's say you're working for some corporation, you're working for a bank, or you're working for an insurance company, or wherever. You manage to get some sort of entry-level position in some mid to large corporation. Who are the young girls hollering at? At the corporation. They talking to the older dudes. That's it. I know, man. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. I know I've been MIA, man, but scheduling has been crazy on my end. So no excuses, no excuses. Scheduling has been crazy on my end. But yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. We back. We gonna keep making some noise. We gonna keep growing. And Brother Pitney's in the building. What's good, fam? But this whole bit right here, man, she's like talking to her future husband, my future husband, like he ain't trying to holler at you. And it's a shame. It's a shame. I'm not saying this woman is unattractive, but she's not as attractive as she thinks she is, and that is hurting her. If I was sitting down with her right now and I say, hey, love, you fall between, on a scale of 0 to 10, you fall between 0 and 6. Like just like the rest of us, probably get mad at me, throw some water on me, right? Scream at me, call me names. Why? Because the truth hurts, right? Just telling you the truth, shorty. And that's with all your makeup on. Take all that makeup off. Right? Take all that makeup off. That's probably gonna get you, 4.5, 5 with no makeup. With all the makeup on, you like barely a 6. Let's continue.
I'm outside and I'm getting tired of being out here. It's weird out here. You need to come on and find me so that we both can go inside. This man with skinny legs and parrot-toe feet just tried to talk to me, and he was bald head. Nothing against bald head men. Look, y'all. Honey, please come on.
To us.
It's weird.
I don't need a man.
Please. We have to talk about this later, too, because you've been taking your precious time. We have to discuss that. I don't like that.
The bear. Facts. Yeah, maybe you should do what Bear's doing. Cody is mine, bro. It's mine. Like my internet is glitchy today, bro. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. I've spoken to him. I was like, hey, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just after this video, I'm gonna shut it down and then I'm gonna do another video, immediately do another video. Cause I'm just gonna wait. It's school just started, a bunch of kids are rushing home, parents are online doing stuff. I think that's part of it. But it's definitely it's me, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna do a stream. You start. Let me get through this. I'm gonna get through this video, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm just gonna do a restart. Just do a second video, call it part 2 or something like that, and hopefully it'll be better. So let's just get back to the video. It's almost done. Yep. Merch. All right. I'm going story, bro. I'm gonna end the stream. Don't go anywhere, fellas. I'm gonna end the stream and just come right back. I'm gonna come right back in. So hang in there with me. Let's do a restart right now.